Hi, my name is Tim Loveridge. I live in a city called Leeds in the United Kingdom. I've been in network marketing just over 2 years now, and I wanted to tell you my story because I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it, and hopefully I can save them some time and frustration. Well, I currently work in retail stockbroking. Sounds a lot flashier than it is. It's basically banking, and I'm stuck in middle management. But like most people, I have my dreams and goals, and about 2 years ago I decided I had to do something about it. So, as far as I was concerned, I had three options. Option A, I could quit my job and start a new career. B, start my own company, stroke business. Or C, look at ways of creating additional income outside my main job. Well, at the time my wife was pregnant with our first child, so it's probably not the ideal time to be quitting a secure job. Starting your own company is all good in theory, but everybody I know seems to work ridiculously long hours, have problems with staff, and I didn't say have £40,000 or £50,000 lying around to help me get started. So it was option C. So where do you start? Well, I read various BizOp magazines and research on the internet and came across a company selling their services via network marketing. I didn't know much about it at the time, but the more I researched, the more I liked. I loved the fact that it was a low startup cost, no staff, you could run it alongside your main job, but most of all, it was a residual income that got me. I thought, wow, if I can make this work, I can get my life back, choose the hours I want to work, do the things I want to do. So I went along to the company meeting and liked what I heard and signed up. I then went to the training and they told me to make a list of all my friends and family, and this is what I did. So off I went with my list, and initially I was very successful. I signed up quite a lot of customers and got off to a good start. I could see a nice little income coming in. But then what? Well, I started going down my list and calling people I hadn't spoken to in over a year. Now this felt really fake because the only reason I was calling them was to sell them something. Although I believed in the products and services, I just didn't like doing it. I built it up into a deal, so I'd get nervous when I picked up the phone. Got to a point where I'd hope they were either engaged or weren't in. I mean, this is stupid really, and no way to build a business, but it's how I felt. I'm sure a lot of you out there can relate to that and feel the same way. It's not like I'm shy or anything, or lack a degree of confidence. I was just doing something I hated doing. The funny thing is, this all changed if someone came to me. I dropped quite a few leaflets out there and had quite a few advertisements around, and occasionally someone would call me. Then it was a different story. I spoke with confidence and enthusiasm and really told them about the products and services, and it made all the difference. I was the person on the front foot. I didn't feel like a salesman. So I thought to myself, unfortunately these leads were few and far between and not nearly enough to grow my business. But I thought to myself, if I could get a system in place where prospects came to me, it could make all the difference. I went to my upline, but unfortunately all he told me was to be enthusiastic, keep going down my list, it's a numbers game. Well, this didn't really help. So I was stuck. My warm market had run dry. I hadn't really built much of a network because as far as I was concerned, if I didn't know what I was doing, how could I teach anybody else? But I didn't want to give up, and I kept researching, and a few months ago I came across a wonderful ebook called Success in 10 Steps. It's run alongside a generic training program called Mentoring for Free, and I can't tell you what a difference this has made to me. They've really shown me how this industry really works. The people behind it have got 20, 30 years experience. They tell you, the main thing they taught me is how it's a teaching and mentoring business. It's all about people and developing yourself and building relationships. So I'm now developing myself. I'm learning all sorts of skills I didn't have about a year ago. I'm developing myself so I can teach others how to do the same. They run a full-time training program that has enabled me to do this. But best of all, they have a system in place that has prospects coming to you. Now that really does make all the difference. And so now I have a system in place, I have prospects coming to me daily, I have great support. And the dreams I had about network marketing are about to become reality. I can really visualize a day, as I like to call it, I get my life back. Well, if there are any of you out there who are in a similar situation to what I was 3 months ago, I highly recommend you download the ebook Success in 10 Steps from the website at the bottom of this screen. I can't tell you what a difference it's made to my outlook on this industry. I'm sure it'll do the same for you. Well, thanks for listening to my story, and I wish you every success.